Welcome back. You're watching ED Insight. The introduction of Bharat Stage 4 and 5 emission norms has meant that it's not just the big cars that are environmentally friendly. Even smaller cars are being built to strict emission standards. This is causing a change in the manufacturer's mindset in terms of technology. On its part, the government is making moves to ensure that only clean and green cars drive India's automotive boom. Prem Shankar has the details.
As the world puts green technology on the fast lane, India too is getting into the driver's seat, at least with regard to engines. Bharat Stage 4 emission norms are in enforcement starting April this year. These rules require cars and other vehicles in the country to reduce emissions of pollutants by half the levels allowed under Bharat Stage 3. This is a step in the right direction and gives more than just a pollution-free driving experience to the consumer.
We are very happy that the government has moved into Bharat Stage 4. Our products are already on road with Bharat Stage 4, and as of now there is a roadmap to move to Stage 5 and further, and we hope that can be even advanced further. It can be preponed further so that we can bring in modern technology.
It's not just the buses and big cars though that are going green. Small cars too are aggressively taking the eco-friendly route. Like Maruti's Alto K10, a variant of the popular small car Alto, which sports a BS4 compliant engine. Other small cars are upgrading their engines as well. But for the manufacturer, it means additional expenditure.
The investment does vary based on that. The cost also varies based on that. So different products have different incremental costs. Some are very low, some are high. And we believe we have very effective costs, very effective management of investments, which have allowed us to introduce most of the BS4 models at the least cost compared to our competitors.
India's much beloved first small car, the Maruti 800, has stopped sales owing to non-compliance of its engine with emission norms. The jury is out on whether its engine will be revamped to bring the car back into the market. Similarly, Chevrolet's Tavera is off-roads until its engine is upgraded. Stringent emission norms have also forced manufacturers to come up with new variants of their older popular models.
The innovation, one would be in terms of technology, I think, which is already there, because now all the cars are meeting Euro 5 standards, so that is already done. While from the range which should be covered more, I guess maybe some more model we'll try and work on.
Another pressing concern is the quality of fuel in the country. An engine compatible with BS4 norms will function well only with fuel that's of equally good quality. Feed a BS4 compliant engine with a BS2 quality fuel and you run the risk of ruining that engine. And this threatens the plans of major investments in engine manufacturing and production targets in India. That too at a time when global auto majors are using India as a manufacturing platform. Like Ford Motor Company, which as of now is happier to use this platform to export the engines rather than target the domestic market.
In the last decade, we at Ford have invested close to $1 billion in India. We recently invested $500 million to expand our manufacturing footprint and set up an engine plant that will be an export hub for low displacement engines in Chennai.
The mismatch between the engine and fuel occurs with the content of sulfur present in the fuel. BS2 fuels have the highest quantity of sulfur, 500 milligrams per kilogram of fuel. In BS3 fuels, it is at 150 milligrams and BS4 has the least at 50 milligrams. The new engines are made to run on a minimum octane level of 91. If it is made to run on inferior fuel with octane levels of 88, it will face problems. An important component in the BS4 compliant engine is the catalytic converter. The catalytic converter can be damaged by inferior quality fuel and thereby increasing emissions. The problem is quite big as only 11 cities in India has BS3 compliant fuel. So the rest of India will find it difficult to buy and use BS4 compliant cars.
It is the inability of the authorities, the government, the PSU, oil majors, who have not been able to supply the right fuel to get the most benefits out of this technology which the industry has already got at its disposal. This is one clear, misunderstanding, or may I say a lacuna in our system, which the government has to solve.
There is no assessment as yet of the magnitude of the impact on BS4 compliant engines by poor quality fuel. Industry experts say the magnitude will depend on how long or how often the poor quality fuel is used and the driving habits of the user. Until fuel quality improves, the government and car manufacturers will continue their juggling act with the Indian consumer.
So that was about existing models changing gears. But what happened to all the hybrids that were supposed to hit Indian roads? We'll bring you that story after this short break. Stay with us.
We announced these schedules and we hope that by October, Bharat Stage 4 for the 4-wheelers and Bharat Stage 3 for the 2 and 3-wheelers will become a reality. This is called for huge investments in the refinery sector. Over 37,000 crores of rupees have been invested by various refineries in India to reduce the sulfur content, so I think this is an investment that is well worth making.
Hybrid technology is expensive, and there is a certain additional cost that the customer has to bear. So offering the technology in the India market will not be the challenge. The question will be how acceptable is it for Indian consumers.
Today, even when the cars are produced here, they are pre-produced and then you have to choose from the stock.